Assalamualaikum and hi everyone. Today, my group and I will be presenting our valuation report for rating purpose involving Artjamilla Gallery and Museum. I will begin with the summary valuation. This valuation assessment was conducted for rating purpose in accordance with local authority requirements. The subject property is Artjamilla Gallery and Museum, which is classified as a special purpose building. It is used as a private gallery and museum, and this special use influenced the valuation approach adopted. Based on the property's characteristics and current use, the determined annual value is RM142,905. Next is purpose of valuation. The purpose of this valuation is to determine the annual value of the property for rating purpose. This assessment provides a basis for local authority assessment tax under the applicable legislation. Furthermore, this slide outlines the property particulars of the subject property. The title reference is PT 39467, Mukim Bukit Raja, District of Petaling, Selangor. The property is located at number 1, Jalan Gunung Tahan, U11/44, Section U11 Shah Alam, with a land area of 435 square meters. The property is owner occupied and the registered owner is Nur Hashimah binti Mohammed Nordin. The date of valuation is 5 November 2025, which sets the tone of the valuation list for this assessment. The site inspection was conducted on the same date by the team of valuation executive to ensure that all relevant information was requiredly observed and recorded. Next is subject of valuation. The subject of valuation is a leasehold land, which is designed for a private gallery building. It is located in Section U11, Mukim Bukit Raja, District of Petaling, Selangor. And throughout this report, it is referred to as the subject property. That's all from me. I will pass to the next presenter.
So, for this slide, it shows the key details of this property. But before that, let me introduce myself. My name is Alia Nur Kamarina. So, this property is identified as Lot 39407 and located at Section U11 Shah Alam. It has a land area of 435 square meters and held under freehold tenure. For the next one, it has the land use category is classified as bangunan, with the express condition stated as bangunan kediaman. There is a restriction in interest where the property cannot be transferred or changed without the consent of state authority. So the registered owner of the property is called or known as Nur Hashimah binti Muhammad Nordin. So for the next slide, the subject property is a private gallery where it is located at number 1 Jalan Gunung Tahan in Bukit Bandaraya Section U11 Shah Alam. It is strategically located with a good accessibility via highways such as Federal Highways, Laksa and NKVE. So the property is 2.3 kilometers from Taman Botani, Shah Alam, and about 2.8 kilometers from Sultan Salahuddin Abdul Shah Mosque. So the surrounding amenities includes cafes, restaurants, educational institutions, which enhance more the convenience and attractiveness of the area.
Okay, so I will continue to the next part, which is an overview of the Artjamilla Gallery, which is located at Jalan Gunung Tahan, Shah Alam, Selangor. Before that, let me introduce myself. My name is Nurul Faizah binti Muhammad Resli from AP 2255A. Okay, so this property is a two-story purpose-built art gallery specifically designed to support a professional art exhibition as well as public visitation. To better understand the value and suitability of this property, I will begin by explaining the surrounding neighborhood. Okay, moving on to the neighborhood overview. The gallery is located within a mixed-use area that consists of residential, commercial and recreational development. This creates a livable and self-sustaining urban environment, which is important for attracting visitors and supporting galleries' activities. In terms of nearby residential property, several housing developments are located close to the subject property. Terrace house along Jalan Gunung Tahan are located approximately 1.2 kilometers away, which is about a 2-minute drive. Pangsapuri PKNS is located 2.9 kilometers away, around a 6 minutes drive, while Opai Residence is situated 5.6 kilometers away, approximately 11 minutes by car. Apart from residential area, the gallery is also supported by various commercial and recreational facilities. ST Roshan Mart, located 4.7 km away, can be reached within 9 minutes by car. Then Central ICT, which is a major commercial hub offering shopper and dining option, is about 7.5 km away or a 14-minute drive. In addition, the National Botanic Garden is only 2.5 kilometer away, approximately a 4-minute drive, providing landscape garden and outdoor recreational activities. So, having explained the surrounding area, I will now describe the land characteristic of the subject property. Okay, so next, I will move on to the land description. The Artjamilla Gallery is situated on a 435 square meter plot of land. The land is level and regularly shaped, which allow for efficient planning of the building layout, visitor movement and circulation. This site characteristic enhance the functionality of the gallery. So a detailed site plan is provided that I attach here. Okay, so moving on to the building description, the Artjamilla Gallery is a modern 2-story structure that has been fully renovated to meet professional art exhibition standard. The building is in excellent condition and it's constructed using reinforced concrete and masonry, ensuring durability and structural stability. Key features of the building include high ceiling and open plan gallery space, which are ideal for art displays. The interior finish are suitable for various art themes, and the layout provide functional space for visitor circulation, exhibition, and curatorial activities. On the ground floor, the gallery consists of 6 exhibition spaces focusing on achievement, emotion, marine life, patriotism, current gas, and sustainability. This floor also includes supporting rooms such as pantry, office, and meeting rooms. So moving on to the next, which is first floor. For the first floor, it's comprised 3 additional gallery space as well as storage room to support exhibition operation. Okay, so after discussing the physical structure, I will now explain the building services provided. Okay, so next, I will moving on to the building services. The gallery is equipped with air conditioning, fire protection system, electricity supplied by TNB, telecommunication service and CCTV security that ensuring comfort, safety and smooth daily operation. With the service explained, I will now briefly touch on the repairs and maintenance. In terms of repair and maintenance, the property is well maintained and in good condition, allowing the gallery to function safely and efficiently. I will now move on to the public service available to the property. The gallery falls under the jurisdiction of Majlis Bandaraya Shah Alam, MBSA. So the public transportation and ride-hailing service such as Grab are readily available and providing good accessibility. Okay, so that's all from me. We will continue to the next presenter. Thank you.
Good day everyone, my name is Andre and for the next part, I will be presenting the site, basis of valuation and rental evidence to outline the valuation of Artjamilla Gallery and Museum. The subject property is a private art gallery located on lot PT 39467 in section 11 Shah Alam It is approximately 8 to 10 kilometers from Shah Alam city center and occupies a built-up area of about 435 square meters. The site is a flat, regularly shaped and easily accessible via Persiaran Mokhtar Dahari, making it suitable for cultural, educational, and also exhibitions activity. Now moving on to the next part, the basis of valuation adopted is annual value, which refers to the estimated gross annual rent the property could reasonably achieve in let for year to year, assuming the landlord bears all outgoings such as repairs, maintenance, insurance, and rents. The property is valued under a vacant and to-let assumption. The tenure is leasehold, expiring in the year of 2117, and the building is currently in a good condition. Now moving on to the next part, rental evidence. The rental evidence was derived from comparable property including Bukit Bandaraya Township, Nadine Fine Arts, and Shalini Ganendra Art House in Shah Alam. Adjustments were made for differences in size, location, tenure, and type of building to ensure comparability. Based on this analysis, the assessed building value of the subject property is Rm 660,000 ringgit. As a conclusion for this part, the valuation is well supported by market evidence and reflects the property's strategy, location, and suitability for cultural use.
Next, method of valuation. The subject property is valued using the comparison method. This method determines value by comparing the private gallery with recent transactions of similar homes in the open market. Factors such as location, building size, condition, design quality, and potential for gallery or exhibition use are evaluated to uncover comparable evidence. To get a fair market value, the subject property variations from the comparables are then adjusted as needed. This approach works well for assessing private galleries since their value is heavily impacted by local market demand, property attributes, and the cost of comparable commercials or cultural venues and can be referred to in attachment 2. Certification of the valuation of the above property has been carried out by Audrey Soking, Bachelor Estate Management UiTM, registered valuer B1150. Based on the foregoing, we therefore assess the market value of the subject property with vacant possession and free from encumbrances is Ringgit Malaysia 660,000 only. For valuation method and comparison analysis, let's explain that the valuation approach and comparable analysis used for the subject property, which is Artjamilla Gallery and Museum, located at section U11 Shah Alam. The comparison method was adopted as it is the most appropriate method for rating valuation, as it reflects current market behavior by comparing similar properties within the same locality. 3 comparable properties were selected within Bandaraya Shah Alam, taking into consideration similarity in location, tenure, building type, land area, and overall condition. Adjustments were made for differences in size, location, tenure, time factor, and type of building in order to ensure that the comparables are directly comparable to the subject property. After adjustment, the adjusted building prices per square foot are as follows. Comparable 1, Ringgit Malaysia 436 per square foot. Comparable 2, Ringgit Malaysia 295 per square foot. Comparable 3, Ringgit Malaysia 327 per square foot. Comparable 1 was selected as the best comparable because it is the closest in terms of property type, tenure, and location to the subject property. Last but not least, this slide presents the final valuation outcome based on the selected comparable. The adopted building value is Ringgit Malaysia 436 per square foot, derived from comparable 1. The net floor area of the subject property is 4,682.34 square foot. By multiplying the adopted rate with the net floor area, the market value of the property is assessed at Ringgit Malaysia 2,041,500. For the purpose of rating valuation, the decapitalization rate of 7% was applied, resulting in an annual value of Ringgit Malaysia
42,905. For the rating assessment tax, an assessment rate of 10% was applied to the annual value. Therefore, the annual assessment tax payable is Ringgit Malaysia 14,290 ringgit and 50 cents per year. In conclusion, the valuation reflects a fair and reasonable assessment based on market evidence, appropriate adjustments, and accepted valuation principles.